Magnus, you could give 100 years to the sanctuary and still have hundreds more to go. I only get one set of days. I think you need to appreciate what it means if I give them all to you.
I think about it every day.
Moving out of the end of season 3 and into season 4, you're going to see the cracks within Will's character and sort of the strain that is showing within him because of what he has to do for the sanctuary and how he has to sort of step in many ways.
We hereby appoint you as acting head of the Global Sanctuary Network.
It's important to see him evolve. It really is. You know, he's always trying, and he's always trying to be better, and he's always trying to improve himself.
Over the last few years, there's been a progression within his character of sort of accepting his fate, accepting his responsibility, taking on more responsibility.
This has gone far beyond a sanctuary matter.
All I'm asking is that you don't attack the camp until it's absolutely necessary.
Into season 4 now, we'll now see kind of a questioning within Will as to why he chose this life.
I feel like I'm cursed, and I feel like anybody who gets close to me has got a target on their back.
And that will also have ramifications for the relationship between Will and Magnus. Are you absolutely sure that this is the right move?
I've had more than a century to think about it, Will. Will and Helen have a really interesting relationship this year. It's a lot more antagonistic, and yet I think in some ways they're much more on a level playing field, definitely, than they were when the series first started. You never compromise, Will, and that's the man I hired to be my protege.
This year, he may start questioning Magnus's motives, and doubts may creep into his mind as to whether he made the right choice all those years ago to join the sanctuary.
I've known this was your destiny since you first came to my attention.
It's probably the biggest test of their friendship, and certainly her dedication to him, and perhaps even vice versa.
Magnus comes off like a superhero, but she's no Girl Scout. She's full of secrets. She'll lie to anybody without any hint of conscience.
One of the main reasons why we love Magnus is that she's very strong-willed.
Move!
And when she makes a decision, she goes full tilt into it. In season 4, Magnus's approach, the way she handles certain things, is really going to cause him to sort of look within his soul and go, maybe I shouldn't completely trust Magnus 100% of the time.
Do you really think I risk your life cavalierly?
I think you're so jaded that you need the risk of death to hold your attention. Or worse, you don't think death will ever catch you.
There's a little niggling element between the two of them, and it's because Will is smart enough to know that Helen's keeping a major secret, and Helen's smart enough to know that Will knows, and so it creates this tension. It's like, I know you're not telling me something. Yes, you're right, I'm not telling you something. She's perhaps more tightly guarded this season than she was in the past 2.
She's much more secretive, and that is something that Will has a problem with and sort of sets him off on the choices he's made in his life. Yeah, it's going to sort of, it has to come to a head, and it will in season 4.
It's my call. This is what we're doing, Will.
We'll see about that.